On tap, you can check them out in June. That'll be Saturday the 1st, AMA International Speedway Bikes and European Motorcycles, Sidecars. Lights out. Anticipation of the green this time around. The 01 car, Joey Tynan. We go green. Oh boy, the number 18 car, Jerry Kopsa. Off turn 2, your leader. Kopsa sticking it deep into 3. Followed by Jim Keene and then Robert Dalaki. Keene, number 25 car, running second right now, right on his backside. Robert Dalaki in the number 7, running fourth, the number 56 car, Shane Scully. Boy, stretching his lead out to a good 6 car. Oh, flip over, turn 4. Oh, mama. Jim Keene had pulled a wheel stand as he came into 4. Got on the backside of one of the other midgets and up and over he went. If you were here in qualifying a little bit earlier with Jim Keene, he was pulling that chassis and twisting it real hard, running on 2 and 3 tires at a time, and that's what he did. He pulled a wheel stand and got up on the backside of that midget stranded in front of him. Jim Keene in the black 25 car. Waiting right now for a medical update on Jim Keene. Hall Ambulance been providing service out here at the Bakersfield Speedway for some 30 years, quickly on the spot. Paramedic EMT outfitted Hall Ambulance. Tremendous amount of experience with this service. Assisting now Jim Keene in getting him out, and he's coming out of the car now. How about a big hand for your local driver out of Bakersfield, Jim Keene. Oh boy. Took a pretty violent thrust forward as he got an end over end and did a couple of barrel rolls. Comes down on all 4s. Last time out, Jim Keene finished in the top 3 during the main event in that particular midget race, March 9th out here. Showed some real strong power, and here again tonight he was doing the same second thing. The yellow number 8, Wally Pankratz, running 3rd, and then the number 9 car of Kenny Irwin Jr. We go green. Johnny Kofer in the blue 57 running 4th. Oh, Kofer with a slide job on Irwin. Pankratz back to 4th real quick, made contact with Shane Scully. Look at Kofer, stick it deep into 3. It's a power job. Kofer looking strong here. Jr. trying a slide job on Kofer, couldn't quite pull it off. Kofer looking to show him how the hog eats a cabbage on Jerry Kopsa's backside. White flag now, one more time to go. Jerry Kopsa, Johnny Kofer, oh! Kenny Irwin Jr. slides out of the groove. Look at the slide job by Kofer, can he pull it off? Kofer makes a muscle move, he wins it! Johnny Kofer takes it. Oh, what a muscle job going into 3. Oh, is he one to reckon with here tonight? The chassis hooked up, your winner, the 57 of Johnny Kofer. Jerry Kopsa finishing 2nd. Kenny Irwin Jr. in the white number 9 finishes up 3rd. That was just round 1. We go green. Billy Garcia first into turn 1, off turn 2, your leader. A big charge now by the number 2 of Danny Burton. Burton sets up high. Sleepy Trip running 3rd right now in that white number 3 car. as Hendricks hits the back chute wall. He's back at the back of the pack. Burton with a muscle job into one. Burton takes the pass. Here's Sleepy Trip off turn 2. Hits the inside berm. He's up to second. Tripp comes off for the slide job. Sleepy Tripp's in the lead. Oh, Tripp is wired here tonight. Larry Brown with a bid for that third spot, sticks it side by side into turn 3. He makes the pass to third. So it's Tripp, Burton, Brown, and Garcia. Rick Hendricks now up to 6th. Now to 7th as he comes out of turn 4. Oh, Burton falls off the pace. Danny Burton in the number 2 car. But Tripp with a good 15 car lengths advantage over Larry Brown. And Hendricks was looking to put a muscle move on Garcia. Puts a slide job going into turn 3, and up comes Rick Hendricks now up to 4th. No, that's Judge Ito. Judge Ito up to 3rd. Checkered flag for Sleepy Tripp. Larry Brown 2nd. George Ito 3rd. Billy Garcia 4th. Rick Hendricks 5th. Oh boy. Sleepy Tripp hooked up here tonight. He's put his pillow away and took it to the main event real quick here tonight. He'll transfer directly up. The winner, Sleepy Tripp, in the white number 3. Can you imagine when Sleepy Tripp... Brian Toohey will set the pace as we come out of turn 4 in anticipation of this round 3 qualifier for the USAC Midgets. Been a real strong competitor toward the end of 95 and thus far in 96, but don't take your eyes off the white 91 of Herman Sater. Here we go, we're on the green. Jay Drake first into turn 1 off turn 2, your leader. Oh, Drake looking big time here tonight. Brian Toohey running 2nd, 3rd is Jordan Herman Sater. 4th is J.J. Urksey. Hermansader looks underneath of Toohey. Toohey pulls that left front wheel off the ground as he comes into turn 4. To go. Out of turn 4, your leader, the 96 car of Jay Drake. Brian Toohey running 2nd, Jordan Hermansader in the white number 91, 3rd. Jimmy Sills now up to 4th. Jason Leffler 5th. And then you pick up the red 24, J.J. Urksey. But oh boy, Jay Drake doing it in style with a good 10 car lengths advantage over Toohey. Hermansader drops it down low into turn 1. Gets his nose underneath of Toohey, but can't put the mustard on the doggy. As a white flag comes out to your leader, Jay Drake. It's Drake, Toohey, Hermansader, and Sills, Leffler, and Urksey. Sills with a muscle move into 3, couldn't pull it off, your winner. Oh, Jay Drake, Brian Toohey 2nd, Jordan Hermansader 3rd, and the professor himself, Jimmy Sills, 4th. Edenholm. Second row outside the number 98 car of Steve Alexander. Then you pick up the 88 car of Ron Wade and the number 55 Steve Lambert. 6 cars, 8 laps. TQ heat race number 1 out of 3. We go green. Edenholm first into turn 1 and off turn 2, your leader in the white number 7 car. Oh, a nice slide job by the number 98 car. That's the yellow car of Steve Alexander, up to second now. The number 80, Randy Weber, runs third. Edenholm, Alexander. Oh, we go yellow on the track with a spin out over here. The number 55 is Steve Lambert. RPM starting to build a little bit. Eric Edenholm sets the pace. We go green. Steve Alexander running second. Ron Wade running third behind Alexander. Then you pick up the 80 of Randy Weber. Turn 2 action, 3 down. 4 down this time around, 4 to go. Down, 2 to go. Eric Edenholm, the white number 7, followed by Alexander and then Wade. Weber, and then the 87 car of Ron Arndt as we pick up white flag. One more time to go. And your winner, Eric Edenholm. Alexander second, Wade third, Weber fourth, and Ron Arndt fifth. And then the rookie, the number 55, Steve Lambert. That ends round 1 qualifier for the TQ Midgets. With your winner there, the white number 7, Eric Edenholm. For the start, setting the pace, Bakersfield's Brian Stanfill. And we go on the green. Oh, a muscle move out of turn 4. That's the 36 car of West Evans. Evans on the high side. Oh boy, a car side by side into 3. Evans comes off 4, your leader. Followed by Ricky Shelton. And then you pick up the number 9 of Sean Lee. Shelton right on the back bumper of Stanfill. Oh, Shelton makes contact with Stanfill going into 3. A slide job by Shelton. He tries to pull it off going into 3. Can't quite do it off turn 4. Side by side is Stanfill and Shelton. Stanfill up high. Shelton down low, and Shelton makes the pass out of turn 2. Sean Lee in the black number 9 car now making a move on Stanfill. And Lee makes the pass. So it's Shelton, Lee, and Stanfill, your front 3 runners. Action coming out to your leader, Ricky Shelton, Sean Lee. Then you pick up the 36 car running 3rd, West Evans. And then Brian Stanfield. Here comes your winner, Ricky Shelton. Sean Lee second. Wes Evans third. Brian Stanfield fourth. And the number 97 of Charles Carter. So that wraps up round 2 qualifier. Your winner, the red 57, Ricky Shelton. I'm out of turn 4. Guy Barber sets the pace. And we go green. Barber first into turn 1, off turn 2, your leader. Oh, a muscle move going into 3 and can't hold the mustard on the doggy. That's the number 4 car of Lynn Anderson. Anderson pushes Barber up high as she comes off turn 2, your leader. Oh man, that was a great stab into turn 3. Now up to second, the 24 car, Gene Godepski. Remember on March 9th, Gene Godepski flipped a big flip out in turns 1 and 2. The number 11 car of John Capps running third. Godepski now starting to reel Lynn Anderson in, as well as the number 11 of John Capps. Capps starting to close the ground. Seems to have picked up the rhythm here. Capps, oh, closed a whole lot of ground coming into turn 3. Capps now on the backside of Godepski. Capps the fastest car on the track right now. Slips up high out of the groove in turn 2. Anderson, Godepski, and Capps drops back. Paul Kruger now moves up to third. Makes you wonder what happened to Capps. He was flying high as we come across for the white flag. One more time to go. Anderson, Godepski, Kruger, and Capps. And your winner off turn 4, the number 4 car, Lynn Anderson. Gene Godepski second, Paul Kruger fourth, and the number 11 of John Capps fourth. Seven, Robert Delaki, the number 11, Robbie Flock, the number 2, Danny Burton, the number 01, Joey Tyner, we go green. Off turn 2, your leader, Rick Hendricks. One lap down, 9 to go. Jason Leflo running second, Wally Pancratz third. Hendricks hooked up and going to the front. Hendricks wire to wire leading this race now, 3 laps down, 7 to go. Go to the main. Hendricks with Lefra right on his backside. Boy, nose to tail out of turn 2. One more time around. Hendricks with Leffer right on his backside. Then Pancratz, Hansen, and the 24 car J.J. Uxie out of turn 4. They're still doing it toe handle to toe handle. Hendricks your winner. Leffer Kruger second. Wally Pancrax third. Scott Hansen fourth. J.J. Irksey fifth. Oh boy. Real quick up front with Hendricks and Leffler, your 1-2 finishers. That wraps up the semi-main. We'll get ready for an Easter egg hunt right now. I know his hands are busy. You're probably turning all the wrenches. Thanks, Steve. I think we're ready to lock and load here. Look over at Brian Howard. Cars lined up, lights are out. We're getting ready for 20 laps of competition. On the pole, the number 8 car, Paul Kruger. RPM Bills, we go green. First into turn 1, the number 9 car, Sean Lee. Lee off turn 2, your leader, followed by the number 11, John Capps. Oh, Capps hit the backside of Lee. Spin out with Kruger. Kruger with a Tommy tip over. Oh, look out, mama. Oh, boy. The number 8 of Paul Kruger got crossed up sideways, collected 2 other cars in that melee.
Should be a red flag. He's got a...
You smell some of the fumes off those cars. That is methanol alcohol. They're methanol powered. And if you've ever driven one of these race cars, I used to have an IMC modified in my garage. Every once in a while you just go out in the garage and fire it up. It smells so good. Here on North Chester, the fish in the sky, and you can get those 2-for-1 coupons over at the Budweiser Pavilion. See the bed girls over there. And wearing apparel specialist right down at the Valley Plaza, complete with all the... I'd like to wish you all a happy Easter on this beautiful, warmer evening here in Bakersfield. Don't forget to turn your clocks up 1 hour ahead of time. As lights out, we look for the green. Alexander a little quick on the accelerator, no green. No green. Steve Alexander a little anticipatory of the start there. Had a 2-car length advantage over the rest of the field. Brian Howard wisely says, no way, Buckwheat, get it back in line until they reach that man in the corner. No start. No start. They're going to put Alexander to the back. You know, you really look at that. You watch Sean Lee. Sean Lee also in the black number 9, his responsibility to stay up and even with that leader. I don't really think Alexander was on the gas that hard, and I think Sean Lee was playing games with him, holding back, and now to pay the price, Alexander's got to go all the way back to the back. Tough break for Alexander. And they look like, well, oh, they put Sean Lee back there also. Okay. Well, that's probably fair. So now setting the pace, the red 37 car, Ricky Shelton, lights out, anticipation of the green. We go green. John Capps in the number 11 car on the high side. Oh, look at Eric Edenholm. Boy, he almost made a move. Ricky Shelton, 1 lap down this time around, your leader. Followed by Capps, Edenholm. And then Ron Wade running 4th. Running 5th right now, the white 36 of West Evans. And oh boy, look at the black number 9 of Sean Lee's already made it up that far. And we go yellow on the track for the 55 car, Steve Lambert. Lambert gets sideways at the apex of 3 and 4. Steve Lambert, rookie driver in the TQs this year. The front three runners, Rigo Green. Number 9 car, Sean Lee, now up to 6th. Oh, he is on a mission. The black number 9 car had to go all the way to the back on the restart. 3 laps later, he's now making a bid into turn 1 for that 5th spot and takes it. The black number 9, fastest car on the track, Sean Lee, hooked up going to the front. Shelton, still your leader up front, followed by Eric Edenholm, Ron Wade, John Capps, and then you pick up Sean Lee. Lee with a power move going into turn 1, gets underneath the cap. Shelton loses control, drops to the infield, loses 7 positions. Oh boy, your leader Eric Edenholm. And Sean Lee's now up to 2nd. The black number 9 is Sean Lee is on a mission as his eyes are set to reel in your leader, the number 7 of Eric Edenholm. Ron Wade runs 3rd, John Capps 4th. Steve Alexander has now worked himself up to 5th. Edenholm now looking at lap traffic in front of him as he comes off turn 2. That's Guy Barber in blue number 6 and the yellow number 55 is Steve Lambert. Lambert gets sideways turn 4. Oh boy. Spin out coming off of turn 4. Ricky Shelton got in the backside of the 36 car, West Evans. Evans able to reel it back in. Laps down, 7 to go. Eric Edenholm out front, spanking booty. Oh, he looks tough here tonight. Some 20 car lengths back, you pick up the number 9 car running 2nd, Sean Lee. But Eric Edenholm is checked out here tonight. Edenholm maneuvers himself around lap traffic. That's West Evans. Ricky Shelton with a muscle move getting into the back quarter panel of Ron Wade's number 88. Shelton right on his back bumper off turn 2. That's Wade and Shelton. A real fight going on the track right now. That 3rd and 4th position. And Shelton moves himself up to 3rd. Wade's 4th. Steve Alexander's 5th. John Capps 6th. White flag action one more time around. Your winner, Eric Edenholm. 2nd goes to Sean Lee. Oh, 3rd goes to Ricky Shelton. 4th, Steve Alexander. 5th, Ron Wade. And 6th goes to John Capps. Oh, Edenholm with a full half a lap lead on the rest of the field. Checked out and goes to the front with his first main event win ever. Eric Edenholm. Oh, boy. Eric Edenholm way down here going into turn 1. He didn't want to quit that race. He's still getting an extra lap going down. I'll get her out here.
Eventually, yeah.
Okay.
Eventually, yeah.
All right, there, now he's unwrapped. How about you can hear him now? Eric Edenholm. Oh, Eric, I tell you what, bud, a nice drive, bud. Puts on that skull cap. Of course, that's a feature win, and this is your first feature ever with the TQ Midgets.
Yes, it is. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy. Of course, Eric Edenholm here, a little winded right now, doing a lot of muscle work out there, if you will. You know, you finished that race a complete half a lap around the rest of the field.
Wow. I don't know what to say. The car was working real good. Dennis Hart puts together a real good car, and I like driving it. This is my first year with him, and he puts together, all I can say is he puts together a great car, and I have a good crew behind me. I've got Chad and my dad Greg, which he wasn't able to come out here tonight, but we'll be out there on Wednesday and see how well we'll do.
Of course, Wednesday you talk about your next race out. That's down in what, Ventura?
Yes, it is.
Well, I tell you what, Eric, you started 7th in the starting grid, sitting way back in the back there. You saw all kinds of good stuff happening in front of you. Probably had the best seat in the house. And once you found some clean track, you just checked out and went to the front.
Yeah, that bottom line was real good tonight, and that was about the only line around the track. So I held down as low as I could and hoped that Ricky Shelton wasn't down below me or one of the other guys, and drove the best I could.
Well, I tell you what, on that restart, of course, with Sean Lee, the black number 9 car, and the yellow number 98 of Steve Alexander, they couldn't hold the line. They were put to the back of the pack. But creeping up on your backside, that black number 9 car of Sean Lee, he was in the hunt. But then pretty soon you just started checked out, and he faded all the way back, a half lap lead behind you.
I don't know what to say about that.
Okay, how about a big hand for a tired and winded driver, Eric Edenholm. Thanks, Eric. Thank you, buddy. Need a lock and load, lights will go out. We're looking to start this main event, so let's get ready to rumble! We'll bring that yellow out one more time, bring these cars around. Still setting the pace, the number 56 car is Shane Scully. And missing one car in the lineup right now. I believe that's the number 11 of Robbie Flock. Flock has yet to make the starting grid. Actually, there are 4 cars missing out of the starting grid that have qualified to the main, only 16 on the track. We're missing the number 11 of Robbie Flock. See if we can find out who else is not in that lineup. Really? Lights out. We anticipate a green. Is Pancrat's going to make it or not? We go green. Oh, boy. A big jump by Shane Scully. Scully made a nice quick start, got away with it. Oh, spin out up in turn 3. Oh, Brian Toohey gets in a heavy wreck. Brian Toohey, one of the cars involved over in turn 4. 4-car pileup. The orange colored car is Brian Toohey. So lights out. We anticipate the restart this time out of turn 4 once again. Shane Scully still sets the pace as your pole sitter. Shane Scully, the leader off turn 2. Oh, the white number number 3 of Sleepy Trip on the hunt. In the wall, the number 12 car of Rick Hendricks. We go yellow. Rick Hendricks hit the back chute wall, or rather the front chute wall, turn 3. That's the number 19 car parked in the back chute. Billy Garcia. Behind Henson, the Bakersfield driver, 36 car Larry Brown, currently 5th on the track. Then you find the yellow number 18 car next in the lineup. Jerry Copsa lights out, looking for the restart out of turn 4. RPM's building. Scully with a slow rolling start. We go green. See that puff of smoke come out of Scully's car. Over in turn 2. Car getting sideways, come up lame in turn 2. Can't pick up a number from here. Lights out, anticipation of a restart out of 4. Shane Scully sets the pace. Leffler running second. Slides up to second. Scully up high. Jason Leffler down low. Scott Hansen up to 3rd now. Oh, that was a great move by Hansen. Leffler gets underneath the Scully. Scully up high, gets it crossed up, coming out of turn 4, and up comes the leader, Jason Leffler. Oh, boy. Johnny Kofer running that up the groove. And Jimmy Sills, the professor, now in a hunt. Track looks like it's getting a little slippery. Starting to go a dry slick. Up high in the wet stuff. Johnny Kofer gets the RPM off too. Did not have a straight line to get past Leffler. Had to back off of it. Makes a power move, gets past Leffler. Kofer been using that upper groove again, pops up high in 4. Kenny Owen Jr. now up to 5th. Jason Leffler gets underneath the Kofer and falls back. Couldn't quite keep the mustard on the doggy. Larry Brown 4th. Jimmy Sills sticks it down low into turn 1, trying to get underneath of Shane Scully. Can't keep the RPM built up. He falls back to 6th. Oh, Leffler and Hansen lock horns. Look out. Contact made with Kenny Owen Jr. And the 18, no, that's not the, oh boy. Yellow out for a car parked up high in turn 4, up against the wall. Your top 7 runners. Lights out, we're looking for the green out of turn 4. Ow! We go green. Sills, smoke coming out of his power plant. Oh boy. Sills currently in that 5th position, but had a lot of smoke coming out of his exhaust. A lot of fluids on it. Oh, Sleepy Trip runs in the backside. Holy mackerel. Sleepy Trip had ran into the backside of Jimmy Sills. Sills, I believe, popped off the racing grid as he exited turn 1. Then comes the number 19 car, Billy Garcia. He hammers the backside of Sleepy Trip in the white number 3 car. Extensive damage on Trip.
Looks like they're rushing to try to get Sills back in the race.
Sills fellows have been running the Winter Series down in Australia, doing real well down there, and checking out some of the new latest technology with the cars, running different springs, lightening the car up a little bit, setting a different geometry to the chassis. Talking to him a little bit earlier, it seems to have worked real well for him. Let's see what he can do now, starting in the back of the pack here. Back to the green, lights out. Johnny Cofer sets the pace. Jason Leffler, Scott Hansen, Larry Brown, Kenny Irwin Jr. We go green. Cofer on the high side into turn one. Leffler takes a look at him coming down the back chute. Oh boy! Cofer got up, loosened the marbles on the high side. Scott Hansen falls back off the pace. Larry Brown now up to third. And Jay Drake now on the 96 car. Jay Drake running that higher move also. Has found his way around. Oh, Drake with a power move goes up to second. Cofer down a little bit. Drake is on the move. Leffler third, Larry Brown fourth, Kenny Irwin Jr. fifth, Scott Hansen sixth, and Irwin makes a pass on Brown. Irwin now up to fourth. Cofer staying way down low off the turn four. The 96 car running that upper groove. Jay Drake starting to close ground on Cofer. Drake on the high side. He gets sideways. Cofer down low and Drake makes a pass. Oh boy. Drake has opted to stay up that high groove for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and rolled your leader in. As Cofer decided to go down low. Oh, turn 4. Kenny Irwin and Leffler locked those bars. Finally broke free coming out of fourth. Kenny Irwin Jr. now up to third. Leffler back to fourth as Drake gets sideways out at turn 4. Cofer hits that inside berm on us, trying to make a slide job. Couldn't pull it off. Oh, man. Up in smoke going into turn 1. Jerry Copsa trying to get out of that oil spray. And we go yellow on the track for Jordan Hermasader. Hermasader drops part of his exhaust, look like, right at the start-finish line. Jordan Hermasader up in smoke. He was a 1994 100 lap Turkey Night Grand Prix winner. Drake, Johnny Cofer, Kenny Irwin Jr. now up to third. Jason Leffler back to fourth, and you pick up Larry Brown, Scott Hansen, Jerry Copsa, and Skane Schuley. We go green. Oh, Leffler looked like he fell asleep on that restart. He drops back to fifth as Hansen makes that power move. Jay Drake still your leader, followed by Cofer. Kenny Irwin Jr. Scott Hansen fourth. Jason Leffler fifth. Jay Copsa sixth. Leffler pushes high out of turn 3. It looks like 28 down, 2 to go. No, that's 21 now. 21 down, 9 more to go. Cofer pushed up high in turn 4, opened the door, and there comes that white number 9, the monster himself, Kenny Irwin Jr., now up to second with a good 20 car lengths behind your leader, Jay Drake. Down, 6 to go. Can Kenny Owen Jr. reel that leader in? Here comes the leader out of turn 4. It'll be 26 down, 3 more to go. It's Drake, Kenny Owen Jr., Johnny Kofer, and Scott Hansen now joins the hunt. Oh boy, I have to say the 96 car, Jay Drake, is checked out and going to the winner's circle. The jello's jiggling and the butter's getting hard. White flag to your leader. Oh, he gets sideways a little bit out of 4. Your winner, Jay Drake, Kenny Owen Jr. second, Johnny Kofer third, Scott Hansen fourth, Jerry Copsa fifth. Oh boy. Kenny Irwin Jr. was trying to reel your leader in, but could not put the mustard on the doggy.
Hell of a deal, buddy. Yeah.
Thanks, sir, Jay. Here you go. Yeah. Here we go. Get in the winner's circle with Jay Drake. Nice drive, Jay. I tell you what, you spanking some booty here tonight, Holmes. You know, we're watching Johnny Kofer. About 10 laps earlier, he jumped up that second groove through 1 and 2 and got that right rear in that cushion. That seemed to work really well for him. You waited about 3 laps later, and you popped up there high. You seemed like you got the pretty good stick. And Kofer started dropping back down low in 3 and 4, and that opened the door for you. You stayed up high. Boy, you got a lot of RPM off the corners, guy.
Well, I got to tell you what, actually we don't have a whole lot of RPM. We got a sour motor here, and it ended up helping us on the slick track. And I really got to hand it to Murray and Sam and Dave and my dad who helped us out tonight, and those guys really deserve this win. They busted their hinds all night long. We were working on this thing every time we come off the track, trying to figure out how to get the motor to run, and still never did, but ended up helping us here in the end, so we might keep this one around.
Well, that's right. It was working real well for you. You had to start back in the back several times, and you work yourself up to the front. We did notice the track was going away on us, getting a little slick, but planting that right rear up in the cushion, that seemed to give you that hook you needed to come off with the speed.
Yeah, there wasn't much of a cushion up there. You just had to find the real nice little soft spots there and keep the tires hooked up in it and keep them from spinning. I think that's probably where the other guys had problems.
All right, right up here. Come on, Bunny, let's get up here and take a picture for these proud winners here. Oh, look at the Bunny, a little presentation here. Some Easter goodies, if you will. Well, Jay, I tell you what, is it off to Ventura Wednesday night with you?
You bet. We're going to go out there and give them ESPN shows a shot, and you're probably going to see this Benito Tank Lines car up front and all those races. That I tell you, this team I got together with this year is just awesome. It's the best team out here, you know, next to Lawson and Billy Boat, who are now my teammates, and obviously those guys got their act together, and I couldn't ask for a better team.
I tell you what, you definitely got it going for you now, my son. I tell you what, how about a big hand for your main event winner here? Yeah! I tell you, you got all the goodies, both of your hands full. Jay Drake.
Well, There you go, race fans. Another curtain falls on a fantastic evening of racing out here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Of course, tonight we had the USAC Midgets, the TQ Midgets, and the ever-popular Hobby Stocks. Your winner in the Hobby Stock division once again here this year, Jay Marks, the 08 car. The TQ main event winner, of course, out here tonight, the white number 7 of Eric Edenholm, his first main event win ever, and boy was he elated. And then, of course, the 30-lap main event for the USAC Midgets, your driver in the 96 car, that was Jay Drake. A whale of a job as he popped to the high side, found a lot of hook up there, and finally got past Johnny Kofer. Next Saturday out here we'll have the late models, the modified streets, the IMCA modifieds, and the hobby stocks. So we invite you to come back again next Saturday night when California Raceway Video. Your host here, Mike Mosier, the race doctor, along with my partner, Jeff Christensen, where we say, hey, see you at the races, by golly. Till next Saturday night, we say good night to y'all. Take care, and may God bless each and every one of you.